Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Instigator. It was 2008 and the automotive world was getting a bit saturated. Sure, there were the R8s and the V8 M3 and the GTRs around, but the best SUVs that you could buy at the time were the Nissan Qashqai, the Toyota Highlander, or the Subaru Forester. And in that bleak time, BMW decided to do something inimitable, something diabolical, an action that is befitting only for Victor Frankenstein. BMW's Frankfurt appearance in 2007 showed something the world had never seen. Called the X6 concept, the production version came a year later and was almost identical to its concept, which was longer and wider than the X5 sold then. And it was significantly lower and seated only 4. And the first ever coupe SUV was born, the idea of combining the girth of an SUV in a body style which was gaining a lot of popularity because of its practicality and a sports coupe's roofline. Now initially this idea divided a lot of opinions, but after a few years, every manufacturer had a coupe SUV version of their own. What we have here with us today is the 3rd Gen X6, which went on sale globally in 2019. But the LCI or the midlife update you see here was introduced in 2024, incorporating BMW's current design direction both inside and out. This is the last of BMW's humane or sensible design language before the wave of neoclasse hits us in the coming years. The new X6 has more angular headlamps with 2 vertical slits for DRLs, more feline than ever before. It may not be a full-fat M, but there's a proper M treatment here with a blacked-out grille and an angular muscular bumper lower down. It sits on angry-looking 21-inch wheels, hiding away boy-racy red brake calipers, and the iconic silhouette sloping onto the bulbous rear makes it recognizable. It has grown significantly in size, and some might even want this new X6 to cut on carbs and pump some iron before they even look at it. But you don't have to bother about all of that, X6. You are beautiful the way you are. And if you have any opinions about its styling, I'm all ears in the comments. Now initially when the X6 came to India, it was offered with a range of BMW engines, including the straight 6, and there was also a diesel at some point if I'm not wrong. Even the full-fat X6M was on sale for a brief period. But this one, the one we are driving here, the LCI, this is special because it has a denotion X6 M60i, which could only mean that there's a big freaking V8 under the bulging hood. This 4.4-litre twin turbocharged V8 is a hot V8. But before you run your imagination, let me tell you that I don't mean that this engine looks hot. It only means that this twin turbocharged V8 has both of its turbochargers placed in between the bank of the V8. It's a relatively new V8 that goes by the designation S68, and it improves over its predecessor by offering a higher compression ratio, a 48-volt mild hybrid, and an electronically controlled variable camshaft, which BMW likes to call VANOS. Power output is a healthy 530 horsepower and almost 750 Newton meter, good enough for a 0 to 100 sprint in around 4.3 seconds and a clock top speed of around 250 km/h. But drive it initially and you would barely notice that sitting up ahead of you is a freaking V8. Now this engine, it does duties in the M5, the X5 even, as well as the 7 Series, any car with a 60i badging. But also this engine powers a Range Rover SV, which, trust me when I say this, I drove incidentally just a week ago. And the Range Rover SV with this engine, when you drive it, it feels like an SUV with a sports car clothes. This one, it feels like it is a sports car wearing an SUV clothes. Now as I said earlier, you would barely notice the potential of this engine or this whole car even when you drive it for everyday use. You can go for grocery run, you can go for school drop-off, you can do office commutes in this. You would barely notice the engine. In fact, you would be mistaken that you're driving the 2-litre 4-cylinder BMW engine, not even the 3-litre straight 6. But then get to the sport mode and things flip. Now, this thing, it it picks up its skirt and it not just runs, it catapults. A car of this size and weight has no business accelerating the way this one does. It squats, it grips, and then it goes like it's angry at something or someone. And then there's the sound that it makes. It's like a vicious dog. It's loud and ferocious. Oh gosh, it's orgasmic. Then when you go hard, it has that loud V8 noise, and then you back off the throttle and it bubbles. And it bubbles like sweet symphony. This is what defines this V8. Oh God, it's so good. The gear shifts aren't as brutal but quick. The way the steering weighs up artificially but nicely is something we should appreciate. The ride with almost 21-inch wheels is stiff but forgiving. Claiming BMW's ultimate driving machine's tagline, the X6 M60i's dynamics are so good that sometimes you forget just how big it is. Courtesy of also the rear wheel steering, which works fabulously. Things that could be improved are the braking performance. It should have a stronger bite, especially when there's upward of 500 horsepower to keep a leash on. But what needs to be appreciated is the M Sport differential with torque vectoring that allows for greater control over the car and doesn't let you unsettle it no matter how hard you try. There are 6 color options available to buy, but this new cabin surely stands out compared to what the new crop of BMWs feel like. It is thoroughly premium. There are 4 interior themes too. What we have here is the black and red, but there's also a choice of all white, all black, or even beige. Dominating the dashboard is a curved display. Now you have a meaty steering wheel, which is really nice to hold, and there's piano finish wooden insert on the dashboard. Everything over here inside the cabin, it's so likable that it carries a perfect combination of sportiness and premiumness, which is very hard to come by. The second row might not be suited to be chauffeured around, but this one is made to be driven and not driven around in, right? Boot space at 580 liters is not a compromise either. It might have started the trend and everyone jumped on the bandwagon to make it less special now. But the BMW X6 in itself is not just an X5 for someone who refuses to be addressed as an uncle or an auntie despite their hair receding and graying. It has a character, a genuinely usable V8, and the overall dynamics that are still involving and yet fun. And gosh, it is fast and sounds heavenly. Lastly, this X6 is built in Spartanburg, North Carolina, and takes the CBU route here. We expected the prices of the new X6 to be between 1.5 to 1.7 crore ex-showroom, which would have made this one a bargain. But BMW has launched the new X6 M60i at a price of 1.78 crore ex-showroom, which is almost exactly what you pay for the new Audi SQ8 and a little over 20 lakh more than the GLE Coupe 53 AMG. Now, to be honest, none of these 3 performance coupe SUVs is a sensible purchase. But then again, nobody is shopping in this segment is chasing something sensible. The X6 compared to its rival and in itself gives you a sense of occasion every single time you press the starter button. It comes accompanied by a V8 soundtrack that's becoming rarer by the day. And it carries a legacy of being the SUV that started this entire coupe SUV movement. It still manages to feel relevant, exciting, and unapologetically different almost 2 decades after it changed the game. Now at the start, I might have called it the Instigator, but here I would like to correct myself and call it something else. I would like to call it the Innovator, the Pioneer, the first of its kind, and it still is. So that's the BMW X6 for you, and that's all from me in this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, do hit that like button and share this video with someone who is a BMW enthusiast, who loves a proper coupe SUV, and is someone who's looking to buy a premium sporty SUV in the near future. And if you have any other questions regarding this car or any other car in the market, let us know in the comments, and I promise we will address them all personally. And that's all from me in this video. This is Bilal signing off. Until next time.